Good morning, my darlings. Welcome to a new vlog. It is nearly midday on a Tuesday morning, just. I have honestly been waiting for the rain to stop all morning. I know it's so boring and British to talk about the weather, but I just am not inspired to film or shoot anything when the weather is so miserable. I'm really sorry if you can hear a fly just like buzzing around. There are so many flies indoors at the moment. I don't know if it's the time of year. Anyway, so today I am starting on Instagram a new little outfit challenge. I failed at the outfit challenge last time. I think I did like 23 of 30 days. I'm not going to try and do a 30-day outfit challenge this time. I'm going to do, I think, 16 days is what I'm setting myself the goal of. 16 days of outfits transitioning from autumn, winter into spring, summer, because I am manifesting that over the next 16 days, just over 2 weeks, the clocks are going to be changing. Hopefully it's the last of the dreary, longest winter ever weather, and I'm ready to start bringing spring into my wardrobe and outfits. Also, the last few vlogs, I think I shared with you quite a few new bits, and I just want to really have some fun and put together some lovely outfits. So I'm going to film a couple of them today. I've actually only got about an hour until I need to go. We are heading to Oxford this afternoon, so I'll quickly show you what I'm wearing now, and also just to let you know, so these are going up on Instagram. They will also be appearing on YouTube Shorts. And I'm also starting a broadcast channel on my Instagram that's purely going to be fashion focused. So it's going to be exact outfit links, discount codes to anything that I'm wearing. For example, this knit is, oh, that is a very loud helicopter. This knit we've got a 25% off code for. My jeans I have got a 15% off discount code for. And instead of really kind of spamming my usual stories with all the codes and things like that, we're going to put them in a broadcast. And I think what we will also do is put dupes in that broadcast as well. So for example, in this outfit that I'm wearing today, I've got my lovely Saint Laurent canvas bag. I have recently shown you a dupe of this, so things like that will be linked. So let me know if that's something that you'll enjoy. Hopefully it might help if you have got a very similar style to me, and maybe if you also feel like over the autumn winter months you lose your mojo a little bit. I think putting outfits together is definitely a practice makes perfect kind of thing, and I can very quickly lose my confidence with it, but actually just taking the time to put together outfits and sharing them, it really helps me to get that excitement back. So yeah, hopefully it'll be useful for you guys as well. So this has been the first look. My just current favourite Beaufort and Blake jeans, Saint Laurent bag, Celine belts. Again, we'll find a dupe. I don't know how this lighting is, but yeah, this is the lovely woolen knit that I shared with you last week. This is a vintage Hermes scarf. We'll find again a dupe for this, and I have been popping it on with my lovely Goelia jacket. I think this looks really nice, just kind of flung over the shoulders. So this is actually the outfit that I'm going to be wearing today. Footwear wise, I've got my Tods. I think we are finally at the weather time of year when we can get away with not having to wear boots all the time, and I'm trying really hard not to just gravitate towards boots. Again, when it comes to fashion and putting outfits together being like muscle memory, I've just got so used to not even thinking about it and grabbing a pair of boots, so I'm trying really hard not to do that so much. So yeah, this is the outfit for today, but seeing as I have got now about 45 minutes, I'm going to quickly put together one more look so that I can shoot to while the sun is kind of out. Kind of. It's also still raining. So it might look like I'm wearing the same outfit again, but this time I have popped on my wide leg lily silk trousers, again a different Celine bag, belt. My brain is not in fashion gear yet. And then I have been wearing this bag a lot lately. It's the Holland Coupe one that I styled up with the scarf for the race day, which I know I didn't show you very much of the race day, but hopefully you spotted our looks on Instagram. I shared a lovely reel that Charlie and I filmed. So yeah, this by itself I feel really dresses up an outfit, and you can make a bag look a lot more thought out and stylized with a little scarf. To finish, option one is, I feel like I've seen so many people, I'm looking at you, Kate Hutchins, mostly, just putting a knit, particularly a cable knit, over their shoulders. It seems to be a little bit of a trend right now, and I can see why. It's kind of like turns a jumper into a scarf slash back warmer. And it does add a surprising amount of warmth to an outfit, but I can't help but think it just looks as though it's there purely for style purposes. So I think I will probably, I've just realised you can see my thermal flung on the sofa behind me, I will probably end up just popping the Goelia jacket on once again. This is just such a versatile jacket. I know it's brown, which is not typically a spring colour, but as I said, we're transitioning, we're easing ourselves into it. I am gonna, how long have I got? I've got 20 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna try one more look, and this time with my pink jacket. Yay, and then we need to go. Okay, it's not a particularly styled look at all. I need to really think about this little jacket, but I've just flung it on over my shoulders to get to Oxford. It's actually still quite nice, so ooh, super blown out. So I don't think I need a full coat with me. Can you see? Yeah, quite a lot of blue sky up there. And this jumper is nice and warm, being wool, so don't think I need any extra layers. Anyway, without further ado, let's hit the road. What or when I last vlogged. This has become a higgledy-piggledy one. It's because, this is my excuse, it's because I started my spring outfit challenge. At the time of filming this, it's just started. Hopefully you guys will have seen quite a bit of my spring outfit challenge over on Instagram. And when I'm creating that much content on Instagram, I just find it a lot. But anyway, we're back. I could just glide over it and no one would ever know that there has been like a little hiatus in me vlogging. That's the great thing about trying to get ahead on the vlogging footage. Anyway, it is now Wednesday, technically officially the first day of spring, the spring equinox, hence why we're starting the spring outfit challenge today. I was about to make lunch, but I'd ordered some yummy things and they have not yet arrived, so that's another little spanner in the works. But as you will have just seen, at least I filmed earlier my workout, and then I did have a pretty mega epic breakfast. What I normally do on the days when I do Pilates at Bamford is I normally treat myself to one of their matcha lattes after the class, but I do always think, Jose, you could just make this at home. So, in order to up my matcha game, at like 4 AM 2 nights ago, I literally woke up in the middle of the night and placed this order. Don't ask me why. I do weird things in the middle of the night. Do you remember, actually, when we first got all of our Burley crockery, the green and white stuff, that was a 4 AM order. So actually, I do make pretty good purchase decisions in the middle of the night. I made an order from Cloudcha. cloudcha. You won't be able to see that, will you? It's got cloudcha embossed in it. And this is, oh, that's probably a little bit clearer. This is the, or maybe not. This is the Matcha tea brand created by Bryony Deary, who is a Instagram famous Pilates instructor. She does really fantastic classes. I did her class actually for the launch of this. And Rochelle Humes of television and musical fame. So they clubbed together, oh, this is so cute, and created a matcha brand. Yeah, I went to the launch event, got to try it, it was really lovely, and I remembered at 4 AM the other night that they had a tea ritual set, which I have here. I have bought from their website. It arrived in 2 days, if not like a day and a half, considering the time that I bought it. So here we go. You get this little, what can only be described as bowl. I guess you could make your matcha in any bowl, but I think the idea of this is that you then drink from this as well. I think that's the idea. Don't know if I'll do that or not. I normally prefer drinking from a cup. This looks like an egg cup. I think it's the whisk holder. I don't know if whisk is the official name. Is it going to make any difference to my matcha, whether I make it with a whisk or whether I use my Amazon electric whisk? Who knows? But yeah, this is what you're meant to do storage wise. I guess it stops it from, maybe they normally start to like shrivel in the more you use them. I've never actually made matcha with a whisk before, so that's going to be a fun little experiment. And then I think this looks like a wooden ski, a toy ski. I think this is what you scoop the matcha out with. So there we go. I think that's everything. Yeah, and it came very cutely presented in that box. So that's exciting. I'm gonna make myself a matcha in a second. I also ordered this last night because I have been listening to so many of Dan Buettner, I think is how you pronounce his surname. I've been listening to so many podcasts with him in lately. It all started when Charlie and I watched the Netflix documentary How to Live to 100, and we thought that was fascinating. Then I listened to the Zoe podcast with Dan, and he was talking about blue zones, which are areas where there is a high population, or higher than typical population, of those that have lived to 100 centenarians. And Dan basically traveled the world and figured out what these areas have in common, what are these people doing to add to their longevity, how are they so healthy, and he's put all of that information into this book. Now we all know that I do get a little bit obsessed with things, and I can definitely see this becoming a bit of a new obsession, but I think it's fascinating and I want to learn more, and I want to be able to integrate blue zone tips into my own life. That's the plan. So this is going to be a little bit of bedtime reading. And then my third delivery, I think I've saved the best till last here, is from Beauty Pie. Yay! I have topped up on some of my all-time favourites here. We've got the Sam Chapman newspaper, the Sam Chapman Times. Ah, yay! It's always so exciting when you get your pink box of goodies. Do you know what? I feel like I should make my matcha and enjoy it while I unbox this. Let's do that. Okay, so this is the matcha green tea powder that I have got, and I've just also remembered in the blue zones they were talking about how some people drink between, I think they said between 4 and 7 cups of green tea a day is ideal, and matcha is obviously a version of that. This is a mega proper matcha that Chloe actually picked up for me from, was it Singapore or Borneo or Malaysia? Somewhere where they have legit matcha. So I'm really looking forward to trying this. Sealed for freshness, and you really only need a tiny amount. So actually, this is probably at least a month's worth of matcha. Oh my gosh, I can smell it. So let's use my little wooden ski, and I guess you only need like the amount that a ski can hold. So tap that into there. Now we're going to make a little matcha paste with some not quite boiling but hot water. And my first time using the Jazzy Whisk. If there is a technique to this, please let me know. I'm literally just kind of stirring. Quite a fun ritual. I guess what I can tell myself to do is just keep doing this for the amount of time that my milk frother takes to froth my almond milk. It's already making my hands ache. Okay, I think that's enough. And then I guess I just clean this under running water and then pop it on my little egg cup. And here is my frothed organic almond milk. Ooh, that looks good. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Sorry, I know I'm backlit, the lighting's not great, but let's try it. I'm so excited to try my first proper homemade matcha. That is sensational. That is so good. Oh my gosh. I think obviously the milk makes a difference. I used the Rude Health Organic Barista almond milk. If there are any better ones you know of, please let me know. This is better than the Dalesford ones, yay! So good. This matcha powder has a really nice strength to it. I don't know if we'll be able to find this to leave it linked for you guys, but if not, I do also love the Ancient and Brave one, Matcha and Collagen, and I also love the Dirty one. And what else? There's another one that I really like. I don't notice that much difference in them. And obviously Cloudshare make their own as well, which I had at their event and was very tasty, and I'll probably buy a packet of that at some point. But there we go. Yay! First proper homemade matcha, a success. Well, now that I'm matcha caffeinated, let's undo my beauty pie order together. This is maybe quite useful for those of you, and I know so many of you are already beauty pie members, because this is really my selection that I kind of top up on every couple of months, my most ordered beauty pie pieces. If you don't know what beauty pie is, it's essentially the best thing in the world. It is a luxury beauty membership where you have access to the best beauty products in the game without the crazy high markups. What Beauty Pie do is they cut out the middleman, they cut out the like designer brand marketing costs and shop shelf costs, because it costs so much money for a brand to have that little slot in a shop where you maybe discover the brand. Beauty Pie, they've obviously got their website, and how they are able to make these products so affordable, members pricing wise, is because they're cutting out all of that middle section, straight to the factory, straight to you guys. So a lot of these things are remarkably similar to the designer or like mega luxury versions that we have all heard of, and are very comparable to those products. They're made in the same or very similar places with pretty much the same ingredients, and yet they're super affordable and super effective. That's why so many people love Beauty Pie. There are so many things that you will see that they're very similar to maybe more famous branded versions, but at a fraction of the cost. One of my favorite examples of which are the beauty sponges. I haven't actually purchased these from Beauty Pie in quite a while, because in each pack I think you get 10, is it 8 or 10? If you think of the typical most famous blending beauty sponge brand, I believe it's around £17 per sponge. I will leave the members price of these on the screen on Beauty Pie. I'm pretty sure it works out like 10 times more affordable to buy the Beauty Pie ones, and they are identical. I use one of these every single day. I've got one in every single one of my makeup bags. They are the best. They are so soft. They give you the most flawless makeup finish. And I just needed some new ones, so I picked up a top-up of those. I will give one to my mum and whoever else needs one, and then I'll probably have to buy another pack because they're so good, everyone's gonna say yes. But yeah, so basically on Beauty Pie, you can see from what I just showed you on the screen, there's a members price and there's a normal price. I've got a discount code, which I will leave the information for on the screen here, Josie sent me, which just makes joining the Beauty Pie membership even more affordable and gives you access to these incredible products. Something that Charlie always requests when I do a Beauty Pie order is Footopia. This is a foot cream, which I know is not very glamorous, but it's honestly the best foot cream in the entire world, with shea butter, cactus enzymes, it says, and microbiome. I don't know how that works, but it kind of nibbles away at the dead skin on your feet. Sounds gross, but so many beauty things, you know, you need that little bit of grossness for them to work, so that's amazing. Matcha break. Up next is one of my favourite, I really hope these are focusing, brushes that Beauty Pie do. It's not just skincare and makeup, it's also tools that they do. Oh, and candles and bath oils and body lotions, so many things. And I happen to love this brush. I've had it for at least a year, probably 2 or 3 years. But my version at the moment is looking a bit squished. I have misshapen it, I've mistreated it, and it's now misshapen. Oh, it's so perfectly shaped. This is possibly the best powder brush. I don't even know if I'm in focus or not. It's probably the best powder brush in the entire world. It picks up the perfect amount of product and just gives you a flawless finish. Speaking of which, I've just remembered, I have to show you the new Beauty Pie finishing powder. It is amazing. It is comparable to a very expensive powder that I did annoyingly repurchase just before Beauty Pie bought their powder out from Rodial. The Beauty Pie one is better. It doesn't make you cakey, it gives you a glow, and it's a fraction of the price. I should have waited. I should have known. Magic Mandarin hand cream. They do amazing hand creams. I just thought the sound of this was heavenly. A gloriously hardworking blend of shea butter and meadow foam oil, that sounds amazing, to nourish. Niacinamide for brightness and elasticity. Niacinamide in your hand cream. Our hands age as much as our faces, so I'm really pro sticking loads of good skincare ingredients in your hand creams. And when other places do that, it's so expensive. An uplifting all-natural scent of mandarin, lime, geranium and rosemary. Those 2 last ingredients, geranium and rosemary, I think in a hand cream are heavenly. Let's just undo this. I really like how simple the branding is as well. This is how I apply hand cream on the back of my hands, rub the backs together, fingers. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. I can actually smell the lime quite a lot. As far as, wow, that smells so limey. That's really fresh. That's super lightweight, like that's already sunk in. That's amazing. Wow. That is a good smelling hand cream. This is one of the best Beauty Pie products in the world. I'm really scared that nothing I've shown you before is focusing, so I'm going to come up and show you in closer detail. These are the Awesome Bronze Drops. It is no secret that I am a big lover of fake tanning my face. Anyone that gives me a facial is always very annoyed because you just can't help but getting a little bit in your pores. But I'd rather be bronzed and have slightly more visible pores. Maybe I'm digging myself a hole, but anyway, this is the easiest tanning serum to use in the entire world because you can just pop it in with your favorite serum. It's not an additional step, you add it into an existing step in your skincare routine. So you may know I like to use, unfortunately it's a very, very expensive serum, it's Clé de Peau's Le Serum. I like to use that first thing every single morning. I put my drops of this into that, or in the evenings I use my Beauty Pie Youth Bomb. Youth Bomb is famous. It's one of the best-selling Beauty Pie products of all time. I think it was the #1 bestseller last year. It's very comparable to Estee Lauder's Advanced Night Repair, which is very expensive. I have got my mum now addicted to using Youth Bomb instead of A&R, Advanced Night Repair. And also, I have to say, this and Youth Bomb are a dream team. You get the anti-aging benefits from Youth Bomb, and then you get the glow and the bronze from this. Basically, a lightweight serum and that, a hyaluronic acid serum and that. Use as much or as little as you want, as often or as infrequently as you want, and it helps you to build up a most gorgeous glow, and I take it all down my neck, and it's just heavenly. Super Healthy Skin is one of my favourite ranges on Beauty Pie. This is actually for Chloe. She requested this. It's a Super Healthy Skin Ultimate Anti-Aging Moisturiser with plant bioactives and hyaluronic acid. Chloe has got the most flawless skin and she has a very not OTT skincare routine. This is like a one product, ticks all the boxes, hydration, anti-aging, glowing, and it's a really lovely lightweight moisturiser. So if you keep it simple, or if you just want one product that does everything for you, or even if you're new into your skincare, this is an amazing one. And something, oh, I've just realised it has not yet arrived. There may be, oh, It has. It was heavier than I was expecting. That's so random. I thought this was a scrub, but it's not. It is indeed the Super Healthy Skin Body Lotion, which I've spoken about and shared my love for many a time before. Possibly the best body lotion in the world, with softening hibiscus flower oil droplets and nourishing shea butter. It's just glorious. It's so lightweight, it sinks into your skin so quickly. It gives your skin like a healthy glow, hence why it's called Super Healthy Skin. Comparable, I would say, to the Kiehl's Creme de Corps, but lighter and sinks in more quickly, but the same like body glowing effect. And then this is a top up because we have realized that the Beauty Pie bath aromatherapy oils are very comparable to the Bamford oils. Bath oils will bankrupt you. They are so expensive. Normally, not with Beauty Pie. This one is the Energizing Power Up blend, and they worked with a botanical oil aromatherapy expert, Kathy Phillips, to create this range. So this one is a natural essential oil blend of invigorating aromas of geranium, my favorite again, atlas cedarwood, patchouli and lemon. Having gone through a few of these, I would say you can't smell the lemon so much. You do really get that cedarwood. It gives it a gorgeous warmth. Charlie loves this one as well. Essential oils are just so good for you mentally, physically, help you relax. I love to put quite a few drops of this in my bath. I probably get through one of these a month. And also they just look absolutely gorgeous. Very kind of apothecary-esque, if you know what I mean. I just love them. I wish you guys could smell this because honestly, take a breath. Oh, let me tell you. It smells so similar to the Bamford oils. Literally, I'm gonna get Charlie and I to do a blind smell test later and he will not tell the difference. They are amazing. I do, as I mentioned, have the powder upstairs and also an eye cream that is actually within the Youth Bomb range that I have been, it's not even an eye cream, it's an eye serum from the Youth Bomb collection that I have been applying every single night since I got to try it out a couple of weeks ago, a little bit of an early access, yay, and it's amazing. It's an anti-aging product, so I can't give you like the, I've been using it for 4 months and I no longer have any lines around my eyes. I've only been using it for a couple of weeks, but I love how it feels. I love how it doesn't create like bags under my eyes, because I find some products can be a little bit heavy, and if it does to my under eye area what Youth Bomb has done to my face and many millions of other people's faces, then I think it's, have I been flashing you the whole time? Think about cardigans. Yeah, if it does that to my under eye area in the long run, like I've seen complexion boosting benefits of Youth Bomb for my face, I'll be a very happy lady. So I'll show you those a bit later, but I need to now do a little bit more work on my laptop, which is so boring, but there we go. So that's my little Beauty Pie unboxing. Do not forget the code Josie sent me if you are yet to try Beauty Pie. I know that you'll love it. Let me know your favorites down below. So fellow content creators, you'll be able to relate to how great it feels when you're able to do something once and get multiple sets of content out of it. So what I thankfully remembered to do while I was filming some of my outfits for Instagram for you was I remembered to also film on this camera. I know that sounds like such a small thing to remember, but whatever, I remembered to do it. So what I'm gonna do now for you guys to enjoy, hopefully while I go up and do a load of admin, is I'm gonna leave you with a little clip of maybe 5 to 10 spring outfits, a little sneak peek as to what is still to come on my Instagram. We will leave them all linked down below. I'll leave like look 1, look 2. Maybe I'll record a little voiceover. But yeah, so please enjoy 10, also maybe 9 spring outfits. Okay, so you might have seen this one on my Instagram because I've been sharing it so much, and for good reason. I'm obsessed with this outfit. You would not believe how comfortable it is. The top and the trousers are both made with silk fabric, so it's so, the quality is just exceptional, and I'm just loving this Goelia little wool jacket. The shoes are from Emmy London, and they are just the perfect finishing touch to so many looks, including this one.
Same look, different jacket. I'm just loving these little, do you call them bolero jackets, where they're just little crop jackets? Look at the detail, it's so pretty. And my Celine belt has been such a good investment, but I have found a high street alternative, which I'll link down below. And then finally I found a look where I just love how it looks with the pink jacket, because I've been really trying to style this. I think it's such a beautiful piece. The pearl buttons, and I have bought my Chloe sea bag out of hibernation and my Nicholas Kirkwood flat shoes. Sorry if you can hear Dickens snoring in the background of this voice clip, by the way. I'm cuddling him on the sofa. Oh my gosh, okay. I treated myself to this Celine jacket. Yeah, I went on a little bit of a Celine haul, which was a bit bonkers. But again, I'm trying to find lots of different ways of styling it, and it turns out that this base outfit, including my Burford and Blake white jeans, which I've got the discount code for, Josie15, it's only valid until the end of this month. Yeah, the jeans just look great with everything, including this cashmere t-shirt, again, which is so lovely and warm. It's a really fantastic layering piece for this time of year. I wore this outfit for a day in London. I've got a wool jacket, another little wool jacket bolero from Goelia. Okay, this dark green cardigan, which I wear as a top, is so lovely. Carrie Elizabeth necklace, which I love. And then these little flats are from Amazon. So let me know below which is your favorite.
We're going on an adventure. I just had a text from Charlie saying that him and Jake are heading over to RH, Aynhoe, to do a little bit of snapping for the Straw Top Cottage website. We're doing like a local guide to things that you can do as like a day trip or a morning coffee trip from the cottage. So Aynhoe, or RH, is literally 6 minutes down the road from Straw Top cottages, so it makes sense for us to just capture a little bit of content there, let our guests know what it's all about, how to experience it, how to explore it, and a lot of people visit RH on their way to Bicester Village, because it's also like 15 minutes away from Bicester, so hopefully could also be quite good SEO for our cottages. If we do a blog post about RH, then we can say, of course it's only 6 minutes away from Straw Top Cottage, why not base your Cotswold stay at Straw Top Cottage? So that's the plan, and I'm just going to go and gate crash. I thought that I would try to shoot this outfit there. RH is a funny one because they're like Zara in that they don't think that they need social media. They don't have their own account, and they don't like do events there or anything. Obviously Charlie and I went to the opening event, which was wild, but they're not like, you know, some places, we obviously called them this morning and we were like, look, we'd love to come and get some content for our website, and so many places obviously would be like, yes, free promotion, but they're just so cool that they're like, come and shoot if you want, but we don't, you know, social media is not a thing for them, which I think is funny. Obviously for me, my entire career, oh, there's a doggy and a FedEx van. Can you go in there? Is there space for you, or I can go in there? Oh dear. Oh, sorry, hang on a minute. Our lane is very small and there is not enough room for me and a van to pass. Thank you. I can go in there. I'll go in there. Don't worry, don't go any further, mate. Thank you. Mate, honestly, just go. What's he doing now? What's he doing? He's gone all the way. I've lost my train of thought now. Long story short, we're heading to RH. We're gonna get a few photos there. I'm gate crashing. I'm gonna get a few snaps and maybe like a reel or something to just explain what it's all about and how you guys can enjoy a day or a morning there. So I'll see you when we get to Aynhoe. Such a beautiful entrance, oh my goodness. They already let us know that they've actually got an Aston Martin event today, so oh my gosh, that is such a stunning car. I will show you the Aston Martins in a second. Wow, there's Charlie and Jake. A rather fabulous vehicle up ahead. Well, it's the perfect place for them to host a car event, but look at this brown one over here. That is absolutely stunning. Charlie just said there's no way we'd ever be able to have a car like that with all the potholes around here, but gosh, it is a beauty. Okay, let's get inside. have made it to RH. The boys are just grabbing some juices and it's really lovely and peaceful here today. Obviously all the Aston Martin event is going on outside, but it's very calm in the house. It feels like we've got the place to ourselves. It's just, I just always forget how beautiful it is here. It really is. If you love old English houses and you want to come and admire the architecture and look at some beautiful RH furniture, it's a really lovely way to spend a couple of hours. This, we actually came here when it was owned by Sophie and James many years ago, or actually only like 4 or 5 years ago, and it's been completely renovated since then, obviously filled with the RH furniture now, and it acts as like a showroom for their furniture. So I don't believe there are any actual tills here, that you can't just pick up a lamp and go and pay for it. It's more that you come in and you get them to design entire rooms for you, or you can order things like, I imagine that their main clientele are probably interior designers, property developers and things like that, but it's a really clever idea and a really lovely place to wander around. They're so accommodating and so friendly here. It's lovely to see the modern furniture against really classical pieces of artwork, structures and sculptures. And the room that I just came from, this room is called the Sir John Soane Exhibition Area, and there is something really fun about the architecture in here. The way that the ceiling has been designed is so that if you stand in one corner of the room or stand here and whisper facing into the corner of the room, it actually bounces all around the room and you can hear it if you're stood on this side. But yeah, this room is completely dedicated to the architect, Sir John Soane. Anyway, ooh, very rude statue. The famous staircase. Let's go and see if our juices are ready. Come to get some outside shots and my goodness, this is a stunner. Look at the interior. Beautiful. I mean, not crazy dissimilar to my car, but just another level of beauty. Anyway, I think Jake wants me out the shot. Look at this. It really is such a beautiful property. So obviously RH is an American company, so you get all of the American service luxuries. You drive up and you park there and they will valet your car away. You don't have to pay anything extra for that, which is fabulous. They
have done a wonderful job of restoring the outside of the building as well.
They have. They've cleaned it all up since Sophie and James left, haven't they?
Yeah. Well, I think that's the thing that you don't appreciate when you buy an old property like this, is the, I don't know what the word would be, but
the unglamorous.
Don't feel like, it's a bit like if you get a flat tyre and like I did and you have to replace both front tyres. It's a load of money.
It's not very rewarding.
Notice. Yeah, and you do notice this, but it's the same with roofs and stuff. But the amount of money they've had to invest, I think, is pretty wild, but it looks great. So we're just getting some clips outside. The outdoor furniture is covered up at the moment because we are not experiencing the nicest weather, but last time I came here it was such a lovely sunny day and you can order drinks out here, so that's rather nice. Look at the daffodils in the woodland over there. They've got deer roaming in the parkland down there with little sheepies, and round this corner, opening up again for the summer tomorrow, is their pizza restaurant, which is great. So yeah, you can have a nice slice of pizza here. Gosh, I actually think I prefer this side of the building. It's so beautiful. This stonework, absolutely stunning. And Charlie and Jake were just discussing how our favourites, Nicholsons, are responsible for the design of this lovely outdoor space. So we're going to have a spot of afternoon tea. The boys have already had a nice pie. Where did you go for pies, Charlie? Sorry?
Where did you go for your pie?
We went to the Marsden Tavern, which is only 3-minute drive from Straw. It was called the Pie Pub when it was in Dennington. So it's a husband and wife and son that work there. And the pies are good, weren't they? Good.
Really?
I would say it's one of the best pie fillings I've ever had. We had the puff pastry. I think I want to go back to the short crust version, because for me a pie should be short crust.
I agree. Puff pastry is quite a lazy way of doing a pie, I'd say.
Did you? Did you like it?
Ooh.
Did you rate it?
So these are the teas that you time them perfectly for the right strength, is that right? 3 minutes, did you say?
Oh, 3 minutes before you add the water?
Add the water, then I flip it for 3 minutes.
Oh, I see.
Wow. And this is our dessert. Well, the boys' dessert, my actual first meal of the day. They do little mini afternoon teas. This is just a single person portion because we don't need loads. We've got a lovely scone. Looks like, oh, in fact, I can tell you exactly what we've got here. Homemade preserves, savoury finger sandwiches. We've got, I think, an egg and mayo, a ham and cheese.
Yeah.
That might even be a little shrimp croque monsieur. Very nice. We just shot some really beautiful photos in this gorgeous window. I can't help but think of Saltburn, Murder on the Dance Floor, and him just sliding across here. If I was completely bonkers, I would film that TikTok, but my dancing skills do not need to be shown off to the universe. We've now been staring at this afternoon tea for 15 minutes, getting a few different shots, and then we're finally going to dig in. What's that sandwich closest to you, darling? It looks like a prawn...
Lobster.
Lobster?
That looks good.
Amazing. Imagine how cozy this would be in the winter with the fire lit in this beautiful setting with these incredible views.
No, that would be like a little custard, you know, like a little custard tart thing.
What are you going to go for,
Then
boys?
you've got the lemon meringue. I would go ranking system.
Yeah.
Strawberry custard tart, then lemon meringue, then the macaroon, then the chocolate truffle. Chocolate truffle last. I think
I
so.
would actually put the chocolate truffle last as well.
No. Really, but you don't like lemon meringue, do you?
I would go for the one on the right with the strawberries on it first.
That little lobster brioche was very good.
Was it?
Yeah, go on, go in for one, mate.
I think I'll go for the lemon, yeah.
Go on. There you go.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I've just had the... Is it truffle egg mayo? Is it truffle egg mayo? Or just regular egg mayo? Oh, it's wonderful. I've just had the egg mayo. And now I'm going in for savoury part 2.
That jam looks very good.
The jam is exceptional. Homemade.
That's impressive.
Very, very nice. Okay, my darlings, I hope this isn't too wobbly or too noisy, but on my way home now, after such a lovely afternoon at RH, it's just so lovely there. I can't believe how close it is to the cottages as well. I think we're definitely going to add it to our guest book, recommending an afternoon tea. We'll head back in a couple of weeks and try the pizza place as well. I thought fairly good value. The restaurant there is expensive. Apparently they've actually got a new chef since Charlie and I were last there, because we did feel that it was maybe a little bit expensive for what it was. But there's a new chef and hopefully some new dishes that we'll be able to try. But yeah, I think it was around £60 we just paid for an afternoon tea that was like a single portion. So standard, I would say, when it comes to afternoon tea prices. At least that's kind of like London prices, but you are in the most amazing setting. The quality of it was really good, really fresh, very nice scone, however you say it. And yeah, just in the most stunning setting. I think as it gets even nicer when you're allowed to, or when the furniture is uncovered out on the terrace, it's just so beautiful. It feels almost like you shouldn't be there, because it feels like you're in someone's old English home, but it's open to the public, so I would definitely recommend a trip. It's also 15 minutes away from Bicester Village, so if you're going to go to Bicester, you might as well start your day with a coffee and a juice and a cake. Actually, no, I would do Bicester first, because Bicester obviously is quieter in the mornings, and then maybe go and explore RH as a little bit of a post-lunch walk around. So yeah, it was fantastic. I'm now whizzing back home, and I feel like I've just been showing you so much pampering lately, but the lovely people behind the Ruuby app, they very kindly offered for someone to come over and do a massage at the house this evening. So Ruuby, which you may be familiar with as an app where you can get all kinds of beauty treatments, which I previously used in London, it is also available in the Cotswolds, which is very exciting. We all know how much I love my home beauty treatments. Actually, I have used Ruuby before for at-home manicures. So yes, that's what I've got to look forward to when we get home. And yes, I did change my outfit. Luckily I grabbed another outfit just in case we were able to shoot some fashion bits at Aynhoe, so I'm really glad we got that done. Anyway, I'm at a traffic light, so I'm going to switch you off, and yeah, I'll see you on the massage bed. Can't wait. This is this afternoon's setup. Nicole is here and I'm gonna have a gorgeous massage. Thank you to Ruuby for organising for us. So she has got some of the Burford range, something from Neil's Yard Remedies, Aromatherapy Associates. I cannot wait. So I'm gonna quickly take off my makeup and then get into this scrumptiously comfortable bed. That was just heavenly, absolute heaven. There is something so nice about having a massage and then just being able to roll into your own dressing gown and roll into bed. We have got a veggie lasagna from Lodge Farm, which is somewhere where you can get like proper chef-made, homemade frozen meals from, and it's actually from my hometown. So yeah, it's another one of those things where it's just great to have in the freezer. Anyway, I did promise that I would let you know about this. I'm not going to give you a full frontal because I look so tired, but this is, not going to focus. This is Youth Balm Eye 360 Multi-Action Eye Repair Night Serum, and it's actually proven to reduce the signs of aging around the eyes in as little as 2 weeks. It's got niacinamide, vitamin A, which is a pina retinol, I believe it's called. And as I mentioned before, part of the Youth Balm range, so we know that it's going to really pack a punch. For non-members, it's £110, but for members, it is £33. It is honestly worth getting your Beauty Pie membership just for this. It is so powerful. It is something that from any other brand, you'd be paying at least triple the price for. I'll show you the consistency. Sorry about the awful lighting. Can you even see what I'm doing here? So it's kind of like, can you see? It's like a super lightweight serum as opposed to a cream. I really don't want to give you a close-up full frontal right now because I've got that smushy post-massage face. One pump is more than enough for both eye areas, and I like to tap it in and then do some circles, get it all around the eye area, just really, really gently. So over the long term, it has been proven to help with fine lines and wrinkles, but over the short term, it's got vitamin C, so it's instantly brightening. It has become my every single night eye cream. So I'll leave this link down below alongside all of my other Beauty Pie regularly repurchased items that I shared with you earlier. And now, my darlings, I am gonna head downstairs, have my lasagna, and then have an early night. See you in the morning. It's now Thursday morning. I've done my Pilates and it was a tough session with Alex Lancaster, different Alex, and yeah, fantastic start to the day, feeling good. I'm now at Burford Garden Company. You can't keep me away at this time of year. It's my happy place. I really do love it so much. It's only 20 minutes away from Dalesford instead of 45 minutes away from home. Obviously I've still got to drive the 45 minutes home, but I thought I would come and have a little look around because this weekend is going to be a mega gardening weekend and it's that time of year. I won't be buying any seeds. That is officially not allowed today, but we're just gonna go and have a little look around. I also, this sounds really silly that I've come semi having this intention, but I want to film a couple of TikToks in here, if I'm allowed. I don't see why I wouldn't be. There's some soundtracks which are trending, and I can't help but think how I could apply them to my love for gardening, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, let's head inside. I think they're going to have some really beautiful blooms. It was only 2 weeks ago that I was here last after my trip to Time, so I don't know if it'll be that different, but let's go and see. Oh my gosh, I have to tell you now before I forget, just so that you have an enticement to watch to the end of the vlog. Tonight, Charlie and I are going to the most amazing event ever. It's going to be so fun. It is Fantasia 3. I went to Fantasia 2, I think it was a couple of years ago. Do you remember this bonkers event that I went to? It was in the Battersea Arts Centre, and it was like a progressing party. Everyone dresses up in these insanely flamboyant outfits, and it's just going to be like nothing you've ever seen before. We've got an amazing dress to wear, so I can't wait to get ready with you and bring you along to that later. It's going to be really, really fun, so stay tuned for that, even if coming into a garden centre is not your thing. It'll be worth it. So anyway, right, let's get going. I've come straight to the danger zone. I heard on the grapevine that they had some new Chiltern seeds. I don't need any. I really must walk away. I think I actually got so many lovely ones last time. Don't know if there are any that I need, but definitely doesn't hurt to have a little look, does it? They're all just so lovely. Such unusual varieties. Look at that. Never had any luck with Gypsophila in my garden. Look at this, darlings. I hope you're proud of me. This is all that I have bought at Burford today. Thought this would be really useful for putting my compost in when I'm doing my potting. You can never have too many of these little saucers for your indoor plants, and even to catch the water in the greenhouse. I love growing mange too, and I've never seen this purple variety before, so I grabbed those. A couple of different microgreen seeds because, well, that needs no explanation. I know I said I wasn't going to buy any seeds, but how can I resist these few? Thought that would look really nice in the kitchen. This is an Euonymus fortunae silver carpet, and this I'm going to pot up for the downstairs loo. So there we go. My teeny weeny Burford haul, but I did also film 5 TikToks in there. Mission accomplished. Back home again, I've made a matcha. Dickens is being extra cute, and Charlie's had an exciting delivery. What is it, darling?
This is like adulting with Charlie Iron. Things that I wouldn't normally have impressed me that now do.
Yeah.
Because we've got lots of lovely knives. I've got a bit of a thing for cooking knives.
Yeah.
Lots of different chef's knives.
Yeah.
Particularly the Japanese knives. I don't regret buying them, but what I do regret is not realising the difference in sharpening a Japanese to a Western knife.
Right.
Basically, a Western knife you can use a honing rod and it's dead easy.
Okie dokie.
Japanese knife, which keeps its sharpness for longer and is more attractive generally, is folded steel, which means you have to use a whetstone. I have used a whetstone. It's a lot of work. Basically, I've found a company this is the second time I've used them. I used them just before Christmas, and I'm using them again. It's like a quarterly thing, I view it as.
Okay.
It cost me just under 80 quid for 10 knives, so it's around
That's pretty good.
£7 a knife.
I beg your pardon.
And they completely, honestly, you have to put a before and after. They completely
I can
tidied it
actually
up.
tell,
It's
wow.
unbelievable, and you can tell how sharp it's going to be.
Yeah.
The one little bit of, not criticism, but like, I've then quickly put some wood or mineral oil on the wood.
They could do that.
Would be a really nice extra touch, actually.
Yeah.
But they're obviously sharpening experts. They're called Blade and Butler. Not
Good name.
sponsored, but I found them online. And what I like this time is on the box that you return. It's really clever because you basically say you pay 80 quid.
Yeah.
They send you a box that has all the special sleeves to put the knives in.
Very
and then
jazzy.
You send it off. Mm-hmm. And on the box, on returning it, he wrote, "P.S. You have exceptional taste in knives." Which I thought was really sweet.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. But
So
Blade
you're
and Butler, that is.
proudly putting them back on
Yeah.
your knife block. And where is the knife block from?
Borough Kitchen, I bought this from. So actually it's quite cute because I wanted to get one for the second cottage.
Mm.
And they do obviously we don't need one this big. And they do like a mini one. So we've got like a little mini one and it matches the hardwood
Cute.
worktops second cottage.
Yay.
Yeah.
Are you
So,
happy
yeah.
about that, Dickie?
It's just so
I
clueless.
don't know what's happening, but I'm being really cute today. And I'm being really needy. But I'm handsome, so I get away with it. Hello, my darlings. It's 5:30 and we have to leave at 6 for our event this evening. And I'm meant to be doing glam, and I'm just out of the swing of doing glam. And I don't really have the skill to do full glam, so this is gonna be a bit of a, I don't know what you would call it, pull it together kind of quick, as glam as a unskilled person can do. So we had a call, or we had a finance meeting that was meant to be 10 minutes and took an hour and a half, hence why I'm super late. But the theme of tonight, I think it's all about like Greek gods, Greek mythology. A lot of people are going to be wearing truly fabulous, major like headpieces and really going to town. My dress is exceptional, but I don't have any headpieces. I think I'm just going to play the game of having a really simple hair in a low bun and let the dress do all the talking, which is what I normally do because I just never have confidence in doing my own, it sounds really tragic, doesn't it? But I never really have the confidence to do my own, to do my makeup that beautifully or hair, so I just try to let the outfit do the talking. I should really have kind of organised someone to come over or to actually go and get my hair done professionally, but I'm just simply not that organised. Never mind. We'll keep the hair and makeup simple and let the dress do the talking. As you might be able to guess as well, I'm just kind of having to plaster some more makeup on top of the everyday makeup that I have been wearing since 9 AM this morning. Again, not ideal, but we are running out of time and it says we have to be there at 7 PM. Do not be late. So I'm just using a nice glowing foundation. I'm going to bring some life into my face with Beauty Pie's Awesome Bronze, which is the cream bronzer. Very comparable to the Chanel cream bronzer. Currently, annoyingly, I believe out of stock, but this is so worth keeping an eye on the Beauty Pie website for when this comes back in stock, because it really is such a sensational product. I like to also use a little bit of this on my eyelids. It's a really nice kind of deeper but not too different to your skin colour kind of base, and because it's balmy it acts like a glue for the rest of your eyeshadow. Some days when I'm in a rush I just use this. This camera lighting is really horrible, but in the mirror it's looking quite nice. Okay, certain areas of my face most definitely need mattifying. This is the powder I was telling you about yesterday. It's called the Super Translucent Loose Setting Powder. It's a dream with their brush that I repurchased yesterday. It's got the little kind of sponge cushion here, which means you always get the perfect amount of product on your brush. And I pop it in the areas where I don't necessarily want to be completely mattified, because it still lets the glow of your skin come through. But it's just not that like unhealthy shine. It also really helps to set down my makeup, so this will not budge all evening, which for me, especially on my chin, is a lifesaver. I might actually just take this brush in my bag because it's always nice to just buff everything in one more time. This is the best I can do. I just feel like I'm really lacking in my makeup skills. I've even tried a little bit of winged liner. So I'm gonna pop on some nice shimmery body lotion. The Beauty Pie, what is it called? The summer one, yay! To give my neck and décolletage a little bit of shine. Pop my dress on and put my hair up in a little low bun with the pearl ponytail hairband because that's all I've got time to do. Okay, my darlings, I can't believe I've managed to get ready for such an insane evening in like 20 minutes, but here we go. So I have popped on these sorrow earrings, which hopefully will detract from lack of effort with my hair. Thank goodness for Anissa's pearl hair ties. They make up for the multitude of sins, but otherwise zero effort. The dress is the star of the show. It is from Needle and Thread's brand new collection. I'm taking my very, very old Chloe bag. Fragrance wise, I'm going to finish with a mist of Erin's Rose de Grace, which is such an elegant scent. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna grab my watch from downstairs and then it's time to go.
Hey!
So we are here in the most beautiful marquee at the Fantasia event. What are your thoughts?
I mean, it is a lot of visual stimulation. It's just impressive. Do you know what? It's impressive that they've achieved this full stop, but it's very impressive they've achieved it in 3 days, 3 or 4 days.
So what Amy does, Amy Bone is the florist, and she hosts the lead florist, and she invites other florists to come and do almost like a masterclass for 3 or 4 days, and they have put together all of these different rooms, all of these different spaces. So we've travelled from Poseidon's underworld at the beginning through the gates of, what was it, Poseidon opened the gates of heaven. The marquee that we're in now for our food is the heaven marquee, and inside our menus we've been given little tokens, which are our tokens to hell after midnight. It's like an evolving party. You move through the different locations, you look at the different floral displays, and there are different incredible performances going on. There was a singer, there's an orchestra, there are ballet dancers.
I guess it's just showcasing the best of the best in the creative events industry, right?
Yes, and it's also the Butterfly Ball, which is John Caldwell's charity for Caldwell children. So we've got this silent auction guide, and Charlie's spotted a Man United hospitality experience. I've spotted a Maldivian holiday. What are we going to bid on, darling?
Been on them both.
A 2-day Bordeaux private wine tour for 2. I mean, it's incredible. It's a beautiful, beautiful evening.